You know that feeling when you're trying to explain something huge, something really abstract, and you just get tangled up in all these complicated words? It happens to all of us. But what if the real secret to explaining big ideas was actually to use really, really small words? Let's dig into that and see just how powerful simple can be.
Okay, think about the word society. We all use it, right? But if someone asked you right now to explain what it really means, could you do it? And could you do it without reaching for a bunch of academic, complex terms? Well, that's the exact challenge we're going to tackle today.
And that's the heart of the problem, isn't it? A lot of the time, when we use jargon or overly complex language, we're not building bridges to understanding, we're actually building walls. We make these really important ideas feel intimidating or like they're only for experts. But thankfully, there's a tool out there designed to tear those walls right down.
So, our guide for this whole explainer is this brilliant resource, the Simple English Wiktionary. It's all built around this idea of basic English, which uses a core vocabulary, to prove a really important point. You do not need big words to explain big ideas. It's an amazing approach to making things crystal clear.
This is exactly why society is the perfect word to put to the test. According to our source, it's one of the 1,000 most common words out there, so we're using it constantly. But, and this is the interesting part, it's also on the academic vocabulary list. That means it's a key concept for higher level thinking. So it's living in these two worlds at once. It's totally basic and incredibly complex.
All right, so let's get to it. How does Simple English take this huge concept and break it down? What are the actual fundamental pieces that make a society a society?
Just take a second to let that definition sink in. A large number of people and the way they live. You've got talking together, working with each other. There's not a single complicated word in there, but it perfectly captures the whole thing. It shows us it's not just about a bunch of individuals, it's all about connection and interaction.
And here you can see those core components laid out like simple building blocks. It's so logical. Step one, you start with a large number of people. Okay, got it. Then what do? Well, step 2 and 3, you look at the way they live, they're talking and working together. And finally, step 4, you add the structure they create for themselves. They start making rules. Each piece just builds perfectly on the one before it.
And what's great is that the definition also gives us a sense of scale. A society isn't a one-size-fits-all kind of thing. It could be your town, it could be your entire country. It could even be a global community of different countries that agree on certain rules and ways of living. The same simple building blocks apply, no matter how huge it gets.
But hold on, there's another layer to this. The power of Simple English isn't just that it gives basic definitions, it's also incredibly precise. And in this case, it points out a really key difference in grammar that actually reveals a second, totally distinct meaning for our word society.
So here's the deal. When we talk about society in that big, general, abstract sense, like this is bad for society, it's what we call uncountable. But when we talk about a society, we're talking about something specific, something you can count, like a historical society or a birdwatching society, an organization or a club that people can literally join. It's the same word, but two very different uses, explained with perfect clarity. Okay, so what's with this number? 61. Well, that is how many different languages the entry for society is listed in on that single Simple English Wiktionary page. It's just this powerful little reminder that even though our words for it might change, this fundamental idea of people living and working together, that's a universal human experience. So what's the big lesson here? I mean, why did we just spend all this time breaking down one single word? Well, because the how we explain things is often just as important as the what we're explaining. Think about it for a second. What is a society built on? People talking together, working together, and making rules together. And you know what? None of that can happen without clear, shared understanding. Using simple language isn't about dumbing things down. It's about creating connection. It's literally the tool we use to build the very thing we're trying to describe.
So I'll leave you with this question to think about. This method, this idea of using simple core words, can unlock pretty much any complex topic you can think of. Economics, science, philosophy, you name it. The next time you come across a big, intimidating idea, don't look for bigger words to understand it. Just ask yourself, how can I explain this with small ones?